What's up, everybody? Welcome back to X-Plane 12. We're here in the brand new Westchester County Airport by Fly Too High. This is the X-Plane 12 variant. There is a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 variant as well. It's been out. Yeah, so we're going to be checking this out. Link is in the description if you guys want to purchase this scenery. But yeah, let's check out the airport first before we jump into the aircraft and get going. We are going to be live on VATSIM today. We don't have any controllers over us just yet, but we'll be flying into airspace that does have controllers right now. If you want to fly with us, go ahead and load into HPN, Kilo Hotel Papa November. And that is Westchester County up in New York. And we'll be flying down to Savannah. Should be about a 2-hour flight, give or take a little bit of time, depending on weather and so forth. As you can see, we do have a new camera up right here. This is going to be so you can see what I'm seeing on my PFD and ND. Throttle Quadrant radio panels down here. Of course, my Yoke and then rudder pedals are down here. You can't see them. Eventually, we'll have a FMC and all that here and other stuff, MCP and all the other fancy gadgets as I slowly build this thing out. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and jump out here and check out this airport. Now, as you all probably already expect here, we're going to zoom way out here and I'm going to get, looks like somebody's here. Yeah, somebody's actually just flew in. Look at that. Who's that? Little Baron. It's pretty cool. All right. Going to make this disappear. Make it disappear. All righty. So let's take a look at this. So one of the interesting things about this airport, it is so Westchester County, it's up in New York. It's kind of like more rural area of New York, not in like, New York City or something like that. It's kind of like, it's kind of hard to place exactly. It's north and east of New York City, kind of in a way. But anyway, so it is a regional airport. It does have JetBlue flies out of here, American flies out of here, and Breeze flies out of here. So that's why I'm flying Breeze tonight. So this is by Fly Too High. As you can see, as you expect, ground textures superb, as they always are here with Fly Too High stuff. It's just the way it is. I am also running, what's it called? X-Plane Map Enhancement. So what you can probably tell is like right here around this. This is the mesh that came with the airport that you install. You can see where it changes, right? So this is X-Plane Map Enhancement, just like it's just a satellite image, not the best quality satellite image, but it's a satellite image. All of this inside of here is what's custom. So you can have the custom GA ramp, of course, the FBO, all of that, and then your main terminal, as well as, all this other hangars and maintenance hangars and so forth. Nicholas, hello. Just want to ask, what do you mean by first look, new update? This is my first look at the airport. So when I say first look, it's my first look. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the first time anyone's looking at this. It means it's my first look. This is the latest by Fly Too High. It was released just over a week ago. I think it was roughly 10 days ago. And I haven't had the opportunity to come and check it out. So we're checking it out today and just kind of showcasing it here on the channel so you can see what it looks like. And this is the X-Plane 12 version. There is a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 version as well that was released before this one. So it is available now for purchase if you want to look at it up in the store. Anyway, so you got this guy. He's parking up over here. Looks great. So you do have Atlantic. I believe it's Atlantic. Is it Atlantic? Yeah, Atlantic, which is one of the FBOs here at Westchester Millionaire Air. The control tower, as you might expect. All that's here and so forth. I mean, what can you expect? It's a Fly Too High airport. This is what they do. They make quality airports. That's what they do. Okay, the Breembirds are beauty to fly. I also would recommend adding the tile to map enhancement for it not mess with the airport elevation. The airport looks great though, no elevation issues. Yeah, so there's a mesh that comes with it that gives the elevation correctly. And I'm running X-Plane Map Enhancement as well. I'm running both of them. NetJets is also out of here. As you can see, NetJets is here. I saw a good number of NetJets that were flying out of here as well. The only thing about this airport, and they let me know this up front. So this is the terminal, which is I think kind of cool because it's an old style terminal that just you don't see this at airports anymore. Just this brick facade and everything. But anyway, the only thing about this airport right now is the jetways don't move, and that's a known thing. They're working on trying. They have to get them animated. It's a whole process to get OpenSAM to work. So yeah, they're still working on that, but everything else is fully functional as you might expect from an airport. But that's the only thing the jetways don't currently move in the X-Plane version. So inside the terminal, you have just a little bit of detail. You get your little TSA area. You got your static people, which I know a lot of people like people moving around. I kind of prefer the static people because what's that guy doing? It's less distraction. This guy's like he's taking pictures. Okay. I was like, is this guy a stalker or something? Anyway, so it's somewhat detailed, but I mean, you're flying. You're not doing terminal simulator here, so but it looks pretty good. I mean, you got the jetway bridges, or the bridge in general, not jetway bridge. That looks pretty good. Yeah, so it's a quality airport. It's quality. All right, let's jump inside and go ahead and start getting the aircraft prepped and ready to go. All right, battery powers can come on. Let's go over here, get the GPU on as well, and get that running. Perfect. All right, that can go on, and nav lights are already on. That's good. And we'll keep A off for now. Good. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I know. We're going to clear you for a second. So you guys can see now that that they booted up. I have my navigational spade or MFD, and then my PFD over here. And of course, it doesn't quite fit this cutout because this cutout was made for the 737 MAX, not for the Embraer 190. I have thought about, and I'm probably going to do it, I just haven't done it yet, some specific cutouts that I can make that can, like magnetize to this or something to create the actual cutouts or something. I don't know. I haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to do it, but I'm sure there's a way we can make it look a little bit more realistic there. All right. Oops, did not mean to click that out. All right, let's go ahead and open up. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I flew the Embraer here. So the route, we are going to Savannah. So we'll put that in here. Our flight ID, or Moxie 335 or 335. That's cool. And then our first waypoint, let me pull it up. You guys have already go ahead and smash the like button as well. I'd really appreciate it. Helps with the algorithms and all that. All right, so we're going to be direct to white first. So Whiskey, Hotel, India, Tango, Echo. Oops, that's an F, not an E. And that is going to be, which one is that? The 4000. Cool. All right, so from white, and then we're going to go to Quebec 6409. So Quebec 409 via, and then Sisu, Sierra Echo, Sierra Uniform Echo. And direct to Soup, Sierra Oscar, Papa. And then direct to Savannah. We're expecting to get runway 19er. Go and activate that. And then if we go to arrival, runway 19er, we'll do the RNAV. And let's see which one we're going to be the transition from. So if we go to Abby tab and we pull up, let's pull up Savannah. Approach RNAV 119er. Do the VOR approach. I mean, I could. I am an instrument rated pilot in real world, so I definitely could do it. All right. We're going to do SUTME. Yeah, just direct from SUTME. Delete right side. Okay. Delete right side. There we go. All right. Perf in it. We are going to want... Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go nav departure. Runway. Let's see. Then practice some VFR the whole way instead. Yeah, that would be something, especially in this aircraft. It's not going to be in that. I need to look up the weather right now here in. All right, winds are 180 at 8, so 116. Yeah, but I feel like that's not a very big runway. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. That the oh no, 16 is the okay. Yeah, never mind. 16, and then we'll do the HPN 8 departure. We'll apply that, and cool. All right, we'll activate. Now we can perf in it. Let's go ahead and go over to our EFB here. And we're going to go weight and balance. Requesting it. View load sheet. We're going to load the plane. Takeoff performance, runway 19er. Wind is 180 at 8. Temperature is 27. QNH is going to be 30.13. Pute. I'm really enjoying the X-Craft, especially the L1000. Only thing missing is separate / dual FMC and DPFG simulation. Also path purple flight changes, also a bit wonky at times. Yes. Yep. They're working on a version 3 of this family of aircraft as well. All right, so we're going to send to FMS there. Cool. So alternate fuel, if we were to have to divert to our alternate, which in this case is Myrtle Beach. Alternate is 2,700 pounds. Looks good. And we'll go next page. Cruise altitude today is going to be 34,000 feet. Cruise winds, let's find that. It's going to be top of climb here. It's going to be 281 at 37. And zero fuel weight. We'll pull the gauge. That's good. Have you tried the ERJ family? Yes, I love the ERJ family. I have the 135, 140, 145, and so forth. I love flying those things, man. They're butter machines for me. I land those things so great. I love it. Love it. All right, what's our zero fuel weight? What did we calculate today? Zero fuel weight is 85,156. It's 85,156. And takeoff CG, what did we calculate that at? Oh, that didn't do it there. 21.6. Perfect. And good with that. Takeoff data set. derate to -2. I'm good with that. That's already set in. Flaps 2 departure. Yes, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Uh, 139, 143, 147. Why did it fill? Why did it not fill it out? 139, 143, 147. And VFS is 199. Flaps 2, 1.3 pitch up, takeoff pitch is 11. I'm good with that. All right, let's go ahead and go overhead and get our APU started. 1, 2, and red beacon on. Love flying some old FADEC no auto throttle, although it can be annoying cruise. That's true. Brings me back to 737-200 on FSX, flying VR to VOR. Too much automation these days. All is collecting VNav now. Yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, a lot of it is just clicking VNav. I mean, that's not, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. There we go. Now it's starting up. Now we're starting up. All right, altitude select. We're going to be... let's see what HPN 8 is. Departure. Westchester 8 departure. Don't forget electric system 3 pump A. Yep. 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 All right. So yeah, we're north of like LaGuardia kind of. Anyway, so top altitude is 3,000. Do we have anybody over top of us right now? No, we do not. Okay, so typically we just go up to 3,000. However, since we don't have ATC over top of us, we're going to go ahead and go up to our cruising altitude of 34,000 feet. Does the 182 climb faster than the 172? Yeah. Yes, it does. Very much so. I mean, unless it's fully loaded. If you load up the thing completely, then it probably is about the same as 172 takeoff. You know, let them know we're about to be starting to push back here. Didn't mean to hit that. That's going to come with engine start. Yeah, this upgrade looks so much nicer than the old grayscale speed and altitude tape on these birds. I think actually you can activate the old one EFB, but I'm sure these breezes upgrade. Oh yeah, yeah, we're running new stuff today, definitely. All right, plan looks good. We're going to be a map today. That's good, and we should have. Yep, we're on APU power, so we can go ahead and tell them to disconnect. And that's going to be under ground services. Now let's go ahead and get us connected. So we're 1.6, so we're going to push back tail south.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
All right, let's find out the CTAF for this airport. So .CTAF, KHPN. Again, guys, flying out of Westchester County. This is Fly Too High's airport. If you're interested in the airport, it is in the link is in the description down below. You can check it out if you would like to check it out. All right, so 118.575. into COM1. Transponder code, we were given one, 2652. There. We're going to go ahead and go standby TARE. Why not? Why not? Have you also seen the FPS Embraers? I was thinking of purchasing it for a change. I found it's actually SSD renamed. This is where explaining that we're off. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Rob, thanks for being your home airport. You're welcome, man. I didn't know this was your home airport. So you can see I painted this. I've got to paint this. I've also got to put, I got this little like design thing I'm going to put here. Lycoming 180 horsepower is a name of the engine. It's not the name of the engine. Lycoming is a manufacturer, and 180 horsepower.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Is some engines that Lycoming has that does 180 horsepower. But they're like called Lycoming 360, Lycoming 506. You know, there's all kinds of.
You may start engines.
Alrighty, here we go. Not seeing M.2 rise at all. What's going on, Chief Jimbo? Howdy. I thought you had to click that on, or not. I was wrong. Off is right. All good. 40 minutes from you. It did not start. Interesting. All right, start number one then.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Make sure my fuel pumps are on. On, auto. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I know. I was actually, I mentioned that earlier. Normally I would just fly up to 3,000 because that's my departure is, but I don't have any air traffic control over me right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and punch it all the way up.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
See you next time. All right, looks good. Go ahead and start number 2. That's right. Simulator neighbors don't compare about noise abatement. That's for sure. They'll even know. All right, we're going to go flaps set to trim needs to be up 1.3. There it is. Good start, number 2. All right, we're clear on that. We'll go to Avi tab. We're going to pull up our airport diagram. And we're going to look. So we're going to taxi 16, I guess, via Alpha. Yeah, just via Alpha. That makes it easy. What a beautiful bird. Indeed. Oh, there's construction guys right there. All right, let's go. Taxi lights on. Strobes can stay off. We're going to go APU off now. It's no longer needed. All that's on. Steril's on. Good, good, good. Check our ECAS. That's shutting down. Looks good. All right, flight director. We're going to be off the ground, nav mode, and auto throttle armed. And we'll be arming VNAV as well. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Let me make sure something here. Yeah, okay. Westchester County traffic, Moxie 335, taxiing runway 16 via Alpha, Westchester County. Auto, little low for Sim. Okay. It's a little low for me too, actually. Is that better? Three 013. Looks like we have a good little wind coming off. A little bit of a crosswind. Not much though. Let me scoot up just a little bit. Yeah, it feels a little better. Can we see the outside of the aircraft? Sure. I need to set up the wing views. I haven't done that yet. So this livery, the November 120 Bravo Zulu, is the actual aircraft livery for Moxie 335 that departed this afternoon down to Savannah. This is a regional GA exec airport? Yeah, it is. It's all those. What's going on, Matthew? Alrighty. Strobes can come on. Landing lights can come on. Attendants, please be seated for departure. Scenery looks amazing. It does, Nicholas. It does indeed. Westchester County traffic, Moxie 335 departing runway 16. It's going to be a southwestern departure. Westchester County. All right, approach looks clear. Let's check the runway. Don't see anybody. Let's see when we turn on if we see anybody. Alrighty, here we go. Auto throttle. Uh-oh. We might be cooked, fam.
Rotate.
Gear up. My engines weren't producing the correct power. Following the bird here. All right, gear up. Flaps can start coming up. All right, AP engaged. Yeah, I thought I hit my button. I've got a hold on. Westchester County, Moxie 335, departing the area to the southwest. Last call, Moxie, Westchester County. I have a button, and I thought it was mapped, but it did not activate, so I'll figure that out later. All right, let's switch over to 2.8 as we climb out, and let's make sure we're going direct to white now. Love that. All right, real quick, let's do something you should never do when you're in departure phase. I'm going to run back here real fast. You should not do this, but luckily I'm actually can still see half the cockpit because I am I've got my PFD and MFD, so I'm keeping track of what's going on. Just setting my window views here that I failed to do in the beginning. All right, there we go. You guys haven't already? Go and smash the like button for me. Helps with the algorithm. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel without having to subscribe or become a channel member or anything like that. Right, taxi lights. Let them go kill those. That's pretty. All right, just past 10,000 feet, so Need to kill the landing lights. Stereo light come off. Let them know they can go ahead and start moving about the cabin and getting that ready for our fantastic passengers here on Breeze Airways. All right, the weather's off. Can't get TCAS though. There we go. All right, we can get rid of HPN. Not gonna need that anymore. Where's Manhattan? We're actually about to, it's off my, kind of my right wing-ish. Down there. So if I go to my right wing, we should see it popping up here shortly. JFK is off down to our left. It's JFK. Cabin lights, passengers can't find snacks. I don't. You got your own reading lights, so you know. I don't know if I actually can adjust the cabin lights. I never tried, to be honest. Where would that be? Settings? No. Ambient lighting, dynamic. Yeah, I don't know where that would be, or even if it's an option. Or next to the cockpit door outside the galley, if you click all four buttons, all lights will light up. Okay. So it actually works. Oh, cool. Nice. You can't adjust the, or can you? You can. Oh, look at that. You can adjust how bright they are. Who knew? I didn't. I didn't know. Got an aircraft off our nose in less than 10 miles, 3,200 feet below climbing. See if we can get them in sight. No, I don't have any mods installed. I do not see them. They should be no factor though. They're not. Oh, hold on. Switch over to standard here. They're climbing at a slower rate, or about the same rate actually. All right. I do fly CRJs occasionally. I fly the ERJs more though. Hey, regionals are fun, man. I enjoy regionals. This route's a bit long for regional flight, but Breeze was smart. Trying to see if I can see that aircraft that's supposedly off our wing, 2,600 feet below. Oh, Westchester County. Yep, you missed it. We're already out of there. Really don't get any regional traffic here in Europe. Only 320s, 737s and larger. Yeah, it's a different market, you know. See him. Oh well. My upstate lake house is above the departure. That's cool. It's above the departure? Or do you mean it's like the departure's above you? I don't think your lake house is above the departure though. That would be awkward to have a flying house. That might cause some traffic problems. Your lake house at 23,000 feet. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. This could cause some problems. It's in the NOTAMs. Lake house, 23,000 feet. Yeah, it's in the NOTAMs. Fly down to New York City every day to get groceries. You fly your whole house down to New York City? I feel like that's a waste of fuel. Maybe you should get something smaller and fly down to get groceries. Plumbing must be a nightmare. They get water from the cistern. Solar power. What's going on, Common? How you doing? That's why New York weather has been so good. Oh no. Oh no. Where's all the sewage go? I turn on the hydraulic pumps to use the bathroom. Hope you guys have had a fantastic Monday, beginning of the new week. Always a fun time. Keeps smelling like a stink bug. Strange. How's it flying the plane? I'm in flight level change. Yeah, it's a bit below the profile. Or it was kind of like down like that. It was a bit below it. But it's fine. Yeah, but we're in flight level change. So Nicholas, you're in Europe? But you're in Spain. Okay, cool. I spent a week in and around Barcelona, Spain, when I turned 16. I fell in love with baguettes while I was there. Funny enough, had a lot of baguettes, a lot of Iberian ham. The best steak I've ever had was in Barcelona, on this little cafe on the street, one of the little gardens, and it was fantastic. It was a veal steak. It was fantastic. You don't like Barcelona? Madrid. Hey, that's fine. They got the chocolate museum there, though. How can you not like the chocolate museum? Patatas bravas? I don't know. What is that? We ate a lot of stuff I don't know the name of. I just kind of, we asked, hey, what's the best thing here? And they just kind of, I don't think I did. That doesn't look familiar. It looks good, though. That looks really good. No, I don't think I tried that. Croquettes, yes, I did have that. I did have that. Yeah, they're potatoes. We call those potato wedges here, actually, in the south of. I'm in Alabama, so in the southeast United States, we call those potato wedges. Typically, they get fried, and then you eat them with whatever you eat them. They're spiced, so you just eat them, or you can eat them dipped in something or whatever. tonight my wife is making steak with baked sweet potatoes and some type of green. We'll see. Alabama, I love college football. Roll Tide or no Roll Tide? So I live in War Eagle territory, but my entire family is Alabama fans, including my wife. I don't care that much about American football, but technically, yes, I am a Roll Tide, yes. More of association than an actual fan. There's the Atlantic coast. I think we're over New Jersey right now. Croquettes are a staple of Spanish households. Also tortilla, but only with onion. Half Spain says onion, the other says no onion. Only right choice is onions, but that's like we're very divided on what we consider to be barbecue, which to me is a type of pulled pork, or like ribs or something like pork ribs or something like that, with a red vinegar-based sauce. But there's a white sauce that Northern Alabama likes, and I cannot get behind it. It just doesn't get. And then over in Georgia, they like a mustard-based sauce, and it's just not very good to me. So yeah, we get very divided on barbecue. With ribs and barbecue sauce. Yeah, I mean that's barbecue. What's weird though, you go out west. So in the South, you say, hey, you go out west and say, hey, come over, we're going to barbecue. That could mean anything from we're cooking hot dogs to hamburgers to steaks to ribs to pulled pork. Like it can mean any type of cooking over a fire. In the Southeast, we say, if you say, come over, we're going to barbecue, it means we're going to cook pork or ribs or some type of, really mostly pork. Chicken also, you can do chicken. With barbecue sauce and, like with baked beans and, if you're cooking hamburgers, steaks, shrimp, whatever, then we call that grilling. Drinking some electrolytes after this this flight. I'm gonna go run. Just classic. The meat is the most important part. Yes, the binder / sauce will have an effect. Only quality meat is the most deciding factor. In Spain, the barbecue is burgers, churros, morcilla. What's morcilla? Morcilla? What is that? Sausage. Yeah, so if it's sausage, we're grilling. If it's hamburgers, we're grilling. Barbecue is a very specific class of meats with sauce. Like it's in the Southeast. Again, you go Midwest, West, like they call it grilling. Or they call it barbecuing when it's anything. Yes, Morcia. It's a sausage, but entirely of pig's blood. We love it over here, but definitely an acquired taste for pork. Yeah, I don't think I'd like that. I don't think I would like that. That doesn't sound very appetizing. We got what? Another hour to go or so. Hour till we arrive at our destination. It's very earthy, meaty iron taste. You've got to grow up eating it or you'll never enjoy the side of it. Yeah, that just doesn't sound appetizing. Wonder. Are you team under or knowing of your time in Barcelona? So I didn't have like, I don't think I ever ate tortillas there. To be honest, I could have, and I could just be not remembering. It was a long time ago. This would have been 18 years ago, 17 years ago. Wait, that's not right. 16 years ago. Yeah, 16 years ago. But I love onion. So, probably team onion. That's what I would guess. I'm a big, I like onion. I'll eat it raw. I'll just take an onion and eat it. Like, I know that's weird. I don't do that, just so people understand. But I could. And it wouldn't bother me. I know some people that would probably gross out. Should be somebody up above me. Oh, there. Maybe a Frontier. Send me a Pibus, I will send you a homemade one. I mean, deal? I don't know if he'll get through customs. If you'll send me a message on Discord, I'll send you my address. I don't know why I wouldn't get through customs. But some weird things happen. Bye-bye. might be going into some weather up here. What do we got? I have a browser. I thought we had a browser in here. No, we don't, though. aviationweather.gov. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got convective segments all over the freaking place. This could get spicy. What does Savannah look like right now? Oh, fun. Well, this looks great. Hold on. When is TOD? Based on time, I'm going to guesstimate about 20 to 30 minutes. We still have over 250 miles to go. About to show you the weather radar here. So that's Savannah. The airport sits right over here. But this line of thunderstorms moving towards it right now. There's nothing behind it, so maybe it'll clear out before we get there, but we'll be coming into it, though, as we approach. So, fun times ahead, I have a feeling. Howdy, Jessica. Always fun to fly in storms on the simulator. In the simulator, sure. Yeah. Real life? No, sir. No, sir. What do you fly in real life? Cessna 182. That's what I'm flying right now. working on my commercial certificate. I actually have a lesson tomorrow. What's going on, Captain Jack? Good to see you in here, sir. Hope you're doing well, sir. You guys don't know who Captain Jack is. He is also a flight streamer. Radio DJ extraordinaire. Definitely go check out his channel. It's always fun. Crash certificate work. Excited for you. Hey, I'm excited too. Hopefully, by 60 days from now, I should have my commercial. I don't see why I won't. I don't know, man. No problem, man. You're a good dude. I like helping good dudes. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we maybe have a little bit of rough air coming up. We ask you please return your seats, fasten your seatbelts. Flight attendants will be suspending their services at this time. There shouldn't be any serious turbulence or anything, just precautionary. Appreciate your cooperation, and we'll look forward to get you into Savannah. I need to make sure my G camera's on. It is. Hold on. Where is my... Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Levi. I didn't realize there was a VATSIM event tonight. Apparently including Savannah. Is there actually what time does the event start? Oh, Charleston. What time's it start? 8. 8 to 10 Eastern. That's a short event. What do you do for a living? See my photo on the. All right, let me look at Levi. Let me check that. So I currently do a lot of things for a living. Honestly, I have a lot of streams of income, but my primary is currently I'm IT. So I run a little IT company. Where'd you drop it, Levi? Not seeing it. Oh, DMs. Okay. That looks very familiar. It looks like a Breeze. Charlie 3, a Breeze 190. Also, I see your face. I see your face in the reflection. I won't tell people what you look like. Don't worry. I worked a bit for an AI company in the U.S., the land of the business. I'm currently finishing, I said fighting your degree. I was like, what? Finishing my degree, and I'm hopefully work full-time and move over there. Hey, you do it the legal right way, you are welcome here. It's all good, yeah. I'd love to have you here. Land of opportunity and freedom. This is instrument flying right here. Nicholas, were you watching the World Cup? So big game tomorrow. How long have you been flying and training in your life? I got my private pilot certificate in January of 2021. I started training in August of 2020. Before that, I had done about 5 hours when I was a teenager. I owned the aircraft for about 2.5 to 3 years. Sold it, paid off my house with that. Started my instrument training, like actively started instrument training last year. Got my instrument rating in December and started commercial. I'm getting drunk tomorrow. Maybe a bit too much for my own good. It's a game against France, though, so it's either a beer next to me or a certified cardiologist. Yeah. How much are you finding the sim helps you in real life? Oh, so for the instrument training, it was fundamental. I mean, I could sit here and shoot approach after approach after approach and get used to briefing approaches, talking to ATC, going through my flows and everything, all in the simulator over and over and over and over again. It's fantastic for that. The only thing you don't get in the simulator that you get in the real aircraft is the true sense of spatial disorientation, which is where your body thinks you're flying a certain way, but the aircraft's telling you otherwise. Makes a lot of sense. Well, I've done that rundown a lot. See, having been a brand ambassador for Desktop Pilot and gone to Sun and Fun and representing them and all that stuff, I had that exact question was brought up all the time. How can the Desktop Pilot sells hardware? How can hardware? They also have a full flight simulator that's currently in the process of getting certified as an AATD with the FAA. How can that help you in flying? And yeah, so that was my rundown answer. Is my radio 2 not on? Huh. So I've done this before. Just started a goal. You guys, this is not mandatory. But if you want me to meow on 121.5 here on VATSIM, I will do it. But I need to see some super chats for it. It's currently 22:16, so top of descent in 22 minutes, give or take. Can't see Jack flying through clouds. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. True instrument flying right there. And that's where having actual PFD and MFD right here in front of me, I can literally look at it instead of having to look at it on the screen. The screen can just be the windshield screen. And yeah, so I'll show you. You see, that's the windscreen, right? And then I've got my screens here. I'm really looking forward to, I need to get this off and finish this up. I need to get this nice and painted. That's going to really, I think, make it look real good. But I've got some gear heading this way, hopefully soon. I'm waiting on the official confirmation. It's going to go right here. It's going to make programming the FMC a lot easier. wish we had ATC on board online. But that's just the way it is. Typically, you're not going to get a lot of controllers online until the evenings here in the United States. Work, school, everything else. Here in the summer, it's mainly work. Pretty sure you have approach into Savannah. Do I? If I can pull up the map. Let's see. I do. Yep. Savannah approach is online, and so is Tower. Awesome. Let's see, what runway are they using? So ATC information Bravo is current. Winds are calm. Inside bounds of visibility. Few 5,000 scatter, 6,000 scatter, 7,500. Broken 16,000. 28 degrees Celsius. 22 degrees is the dew point. And 3001. Visual approach runway 10 and 19 are in use. We're going to ask for 19er. Parking runways 10, 19 are in use. Note South General Aviation apron open to aircraft with wingspan greater. Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm doing VFR. Yeah, information Bravo. Okay. We do have them online. That's awesome. Good deal. I know one of the guys actually on Tower there. He actually sent me a message in Discord. What's going on, the Fed Est? Have a safe flight from the HMR 007 crew. Are you currently flying? Is that your call sign? Still scheduled 22:29. So about 6-ish minutes or so we'll start our descent, I guess. Broken out some clouds. That's nice. And if we're gonna do the R now, okay, let's go ahead and look that up. Let's look it up. Never they start visual right, but I'm gonna set up as if we're gonna do the R now. Alright, so 2,500 feet. We're going to be set up here. So I can go ahead and I don't know why it says flight level. That's weird. All right, yep, there's Savannah approach. We're going to be on 125.3. 125.3. It's going, no. Back my radio. There we go. So Bravo's current. I'm not going to call them just yet. Not in their airspace. I will say flight level, because you are on standard pressure. Once you switch to the local QNH, you'll change to thousands. This is the correct pilot arrow and inputting transition out level. Okay, interesting. Did not know that. It's good to know. Glad I can finally see. All right, TOD and 150 miles. I seriously considered an X-Class E-195 while it was on sale, but ended up sticking with the E-175 that I already have. I mean, they're basically the same aircraft, just the 190, 195 is a little larger, right? All this livery is sharp. Yeah. So, real life, Breeze does have a few 190s. I think like 12 of them, 10 or 12 of them. They do not have any 170s or 175s. So if you wanted to go realistic, then yeah, you would need the 190, 195. Hold on. Yep. I want to check something. Pretty sure only difference is length, and the one if it cannot do steep approach. Yep. That was the goal. They must fly the A220 plane. Most people are. Yep. No, 100%. Though Synaptic finally looks like they're actually going to be releasing the A220 starting, because Asobo just highlighted it. So finally looks like they're probably going to be flying it soon, which is fantastic. About freaking time. All right. So it looks like Moxie 335 in real life already landed. A couple hours ago, actually. How many people on the E-190? 100 and something. E-190 passenger capacity. Yeah, 96 to 114. Depending on layout. I'm excited for the NE A220. Yes, that's the Synaptic Simulations A220. NE just decided to take over the project. The Synaptic allowed it. I don't know why people hate the plane. Because it's kind of a... I'm going to use this word in the correct term. It's a bastard of a plane. And what I mean by that is the actual term there. So originally the A220 was not an Airbus aircraft. It was a... Anybody know? Anybody know what it originally was before it was an Airbus? Without Googling it? But it was an Airbus. And Airbus bought this company. And the company, yes, Bombardier, there you go. Yep. Yep, it was a CS300. And then they bought the company and then renamed the aircraft to A220, finished the development. And so what's weird about it is like, you get into the cockpit of it, and it doesn't look like anything like any other Airbus cockpit. It looks like a Bombardier cockpit. So it is weird. It is literally a bastard of an aircraft because it's the actual definition there. Rebuilds isn't the best. Definitely compared to old P3D, PMDG quality ones, but I'll fly anything that flies from A to B. Yeah, any builds, you know, they were good initially, but then they got, in my opinion, too big for their britches and started just pumping out a bunch of stuff instead of focusing on quality. And yeah, it's not great. Both processes got taken over in real life and in the sim. You're right. You're right. Though Synaptic Simulations, the guy who started that, the head guy, was just a teenager, or maybe in his 20s now. He still technically is on the project and kind of like is still the owner of the project, but any builds is his boss. Exactly, yeah. When Asobo and / Microsoft contracted with them is when it went downhill. 1,000%. I do care about textures. I'll be honest. I do care about it. But I concur. The systems better work the way they're supposed to. If they don't. What's going on, man? Good to see ya. Like it's been a while. Are you on the flight right now, Levi? Doesn't look too bad for a regional, you know. Was a year ago? Okay, got it. Started streaming as well now? Cool. Welcome to the community. The content creator community. Jax to New Orleans. Jacksonville, New Orleans. That's pretty. Can I promote my aviation channel here? Sure, I don't mind. We also have the self-promotion in the Discord you can use too. I mean, I'll fly the X-Refs too. They're great birds, but lacking in system depth. Feel their Embraers for P3 had iris alignment, dual FMC operation, functioning A-beams, VNAV was perfect, etc. Yeah, well, you know. They are making a version 3 of this aircraft, by the way. They are making a version 3. What's your thoughts on the X-Plane 12 updates coming? I like some of it. Some of it I think is they're focused on the wrong thing. That's my opinion. I think their priority number one, which they are working on, I just don't know if it's their priority number one. Their priority number one needs to be fixing anti-aliasing, which means you've got to fix your multi-core issue. You've got to fix your GPU rendering issues. That has to be priority number one. Priority number two then needs to be fixturing ground textures that look like absolute garbage from 2006. I believe it when they released it. The flight sim world is full of promises yet to release. A220, 757/767, the 787, X12, Phoenix A320 Neo, Tolos A350, Any builds A380. Yes. Doesn't Vulcan handle it though? Not to the extent it needs to be. Most of the processing is still on single thread. There's some stuff that they moved over to multi-thread, but the majority is still on single thread. Top of descent in 80 miles. Oh, nice. It's good to hear. I'm ready for the 757. It's my favorite aircraft. Civilian aircraft. And I have a friend of mine who is a 757 captain for Delta. And he's agreed to come show me how to actually do it, how to actually fly. You want the 717? Yeah, you know, I'm surprised they never made the 717. I know it's close to the MD-88 or whatever, but it's not the same. I would have liked to see a 717 made. Plasma Explain is a great 5.7. Yes, but it's old, man. It's... The UI interface sucks. The graphics suck. The sounds suck. The systems are great though. Systems are spot on. I love the Tolos A330-900. I've blown it. I don't own any Tolos. Wait, no, what am I saying? Tolos. Oh, yes. I own the Tolos 320, 321. I don't own the 300, 900. The 330, 900. Or do I? No, I don't. I just own the Laminar Research version. And you send me links to those mods? I'd love to make it look better and be better. Send them to me in Discord because it probably won't let you send links in here. That's one thing they need to fix. We shouldn't look like we're flying into hyperspace for rain. It's not how it looks at all. I hate the six-pack in the Cessna 172 so much. Why? What's wrong with the six-pack, man? My Cherokee 140 had a six-pack, just like that. Absolutely, I've already purchased them, so I'm pretty sure I can share them with you. Oh, you have to buy them? They're not free? Don't share me the actual files. Don't do that. That'd be a violation of their terms of service, I'm sure. Just share me the links to where I can get them. Nothing is free in life. I'd rather have what I need to look at right in my face instead of a hole. Yeah, well, if you're a private pilot, you should be looking out the window anyway. You shouldn't be looking at your instruments except to, like, verify your airspeed, verify your altitude. Your eyes should be outside. Only love. Love's not free, man. Love is sacrificing yourself for somebody else. Always scanning the VFR. Yep. Supposed to be, at least. Supposed to be. All right, I want to go to performance descent. Get ready to start. I like to start my descent before it says TOD. Let's go get this gnat. Sorry guys, this gnat's flying around. You get a free trial set, then you need to start paying. Yeah. Good evening. Just got home from Seattle. Flew on the 737-900 MAX. Lovely flight. Yeah, I've heard the MAX is a very nice as a passenger. It's quieter. Have you tried Say Intentions yet? No. I have not. Oh, come on. Savannah approach just gotta blast it. Why you gotta do that? Tower's still on though. 125.975. It's come a long way. I've seen some people stream it, so I know. I'm just not. I don't have a great reason for it, but I'm just not big on the whole AI ATC in flight sim. I know that seems weird, but I just not. Maybe it's because I'm a VATSIM controller. Just not big on it. It's a great tool for certain people. I'm not against it. I'm not against AI. I just don't want to use it. I use AI, man. Mainly to like help me with writing and stuff. I'll write something, put it into AI and say, hey, look for grammar and spelling errors. And it helps me with that. I would love Pilot Edge cover. That would cost an egregious amount of money. Controllers are already overworked, and then you're having them go and do that on their free time. You're going to have to pay them a lot of money to do that. I despise AI thumbnails. I despise AI like videos and that, like, I do not like that stuff. I don't mind AI helping with getting an idea for like the logo or like helping that, but if you're, to me it's laziness. You're literally just popping make me a thumbnail with a 737 that says this, and it just pops it out for you. And you can tell it's AI, which tells me you put less effort into that. And if you put less effort into something, that means you are taking an easier way, and that just rubs you the wrong way. Pilot Edge 24/7 control, how does this work? I don't think it's 24/7. I don't think so. I could be wrong. All right. So now, maybe it's not going to send now. Bravo is still current. 3001. That's current weight. We got 7640 on board of fuel. So 7,000 off. That's 92,800. We'll say 92, give or take. Winds are calm. Temperature 28. QNH 3001. It's in FMS. It did not populate. Interesting. Okay. So VRS 130. All right, it's following path now. 130, 135. Slow 135 was the Yep. And back 159. And DFS is 190. Laps full. I'm gonna change that. Whatever. All right. Yes, they do get paid to be on the network. Any tips to not overshoot the final turn when you're doing patterns in real life? You've got to learn the angle that, when you're flying, that it's off your, left side. Typically, if you look at your wing strut, it's going to be when the touchdown points hit your wing strut. Typically, that's when you can turn. But it just depends on how far out you are, too. That's going to change things. You have to get used to it, and it's better to undershoot it. So, better to start your turn early and just gradually get onto it than overshoot and have to overcorrect. You need to click send to FMS, then click the CD buttons next to each. Okay, them in. Click landing initiation, then flaps full or, and then select 5. Oh, I see. Yep. Got it. All right, we're going to stop the music for now. So we can focus in here. All right, so 312 LPV. We're going to do barometric 312, so we'll do 320 in here. That's good. Also input landing weight, temp, etc. in the FMS. Do I have to, though? Because I already did the calculations. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I have to do that. Is it 90,000 or 92? It was 92. Yeah, 92,000, give or take. That's a guesstimate. Okay, and you scroll. You can change it in one. Oh yeah, you can. Cool. Sure. These are good. All looks good. If you guys haven't already, go and smash the like button for me. Helps with the YouTube algorithms. By the way, let's see what we're sitting at right now. We are 24. That's right, 24. Just 24 subscribers away from hitting 12,000. So close. And I wish I could have joined. Haven't flown the E just a while. How are they? I think they're fine. They work. VNAV works. I can say the same for some other aircraft. Let's see if I told me I had to use foggles for a bit while flying. Thought that was interesting. Also flying at night. Well, you're required to. You're required to do 3 hours of night flying. You're also required to do familiarization of spatial disorientation. They supposedly have path. It's not necessarily accurate. I don't know if holds are in yet. They supposedly added go-arounds, but it's not been the best. Loud noises. Our hold's going to be for E-Jet's version 3. For the X-Crafts, I have no idea. Their 727 works fine, doing a bit of future navigation, cargo upstairs bursts. I have a lot to wish for. Yeah. Yeah. Passing 20,000 feet. Put my pretzels up. Snack time's over. Time to work. That's 18,000 feet. 1, right? Yeah, 3001. Here's a terminal. Do you have a gate? No, we don't. Yeah, we don't have a gate. Xcraft page work for you guys. Timing on my end. I would have to check. All right, we're going to do the RNAV runway 19er approach into Savannah. We've already got it tuned and set up. Approach course is going to be 186. We're going to be 2500 at SUPME, initial approach fix, 2000 at 2C, where we'll intercept the glide path. Our LPV decision altitude is 312 feet, which is 265 above ground. If we have to go missed, we'll climb to 2,500 feet and then go direct to Turby and hold. Which is going to be direct off the runway. That is going to be a direct entry into the hold. Any questions on the approach? No questions. Approach brief complete. All right, sterile, get on, let them know. Lieutenant from the flight deck, we're starting our approach now into Savannah. Please ask that you remain seated, keep your seatbelt securely fastened. Flight attendants prepare the cabin for arrival. I believe it's 3 hours. Oh, to start? Whenever your instructor feels like you are ready. I started pretty early with night flights. The A220, I don't know if we have an exact release date. I think it's supposed to be Q3 or Q4 of this year. E-Jets V3, I don't know if we have any type of projected on that. Lights on. Go ahead and get our taxi lights on as well. Do you still fly a 690 Yankee after the fuel? Yeah, I do. We got all that fixed. It was just a fuel vent stoppage, man. I couldn't see it. I couldn't detect it. It's one of those things. And I want to fly the A220, although it's the furthest thing from an Airbus cockpit. Yeah, it's not an Airbus. All right, past 10,000. 2,500 feet set. We're going to set 2,000. And just remember, we got to set it back to 2,500 once we've intercepted the glide path. And we can go ahead and arm. Approach. Get a message. Oh, distance. Too far out. You know, if you were like, yeah, I want to fly a different Odyssey. No. When I understood what happened, I mean, I flew with it still technically stopped up. Partially stopped up. Once I understood the problem, I knew, I understand mechanical stuff enough that I knew that I was still safe to fly it, even after I had landed, declared emergency, and didn't get it quote unquote fixed. With the fuel high enough in the tanks, enough head pressure, it was going to be fine. I had flown for almost 2 hours like that. So being confident in your knowledge and what you've observed is important. Was it a wise decision? Probably not, but you know. All right, LPV armed. Passing 6,000 for 2,500. Hit the airport site yet? No, it's visibility's poor. That haze. $4,200 for 2,000.
High speed. High speed. High speed.
Glide path capture. And Savannah Tower, Moxie 335 on a 10-mile final runway 19er. Runway 19er cleared landing. Keep an eye out for the traffic. Moxie 335. Rudder. Flaps 1. Flaps 2. Flaps 3. Why are you pitching down so far, bro? Got extra lift. All right, let's get our altitude set. 2,500 for go around. Roger. And 5 set. 5 set complete. LPV captured. All lights are on. Notified. We're prepped for landing. Stabilized. This approach altitude is set.
Autopilot.
I've got the aircraft.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
200. $100. 50. 40.
Throttle.
30.
Throttle.
20. 10.
Reversers. Reversers idle. Reversers in. Right, we're going to be getting off right side. Hey, firm, yeah, we'll park at terminal. Moxie 335. All right, Alpha 2, hold short 10 on Alpha for Moxie 335. Flaps up. There goes that southwest. All right, landing lights can come off. Stereo can come off. Strobes off. APU start. Oh, it's still in reversers. Weird. Cross 10 at Alpha, Moxie 335. All right, let's read the chat. What Florida airport have you flown to in real life? I'll answer that in a second. Do you use a capture card for your live streams? Nope. Negative 37 does 174. It was like negative 256, right? Yeah, I was a little off there. I needed a little bit more throttle at the end, and that's all right. Great flight to watch, Mike. I'm going to go sleep. Enjoy. I'll be here for the next one. See you, man. Nicholas, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. What Florida airport have you flown to in real life? Oh, gosh. I've flown to, like, personally, in my, like, in a GA aircraft. I've flown to Panama City. I've flown to Orange Beach. I've flown to Crestview. Nope, never flown to Gainesville. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't think I've flown to a lot down there, so. All right, let's see. Alpha. I want to say I have a Savannah airport as well. Give the key. To that. Oh, I flew to Dolphin. No, you're welcome. Happy to do it. Didn't even know you would be on. Yeah, I didn't change anything. That happens to me too. I've flown to Dolphin Island, which is a short runway, shoots out into the water. So maybe it's similar. So next one's Alpha 2. You can look it up. Dolphin Island, like a dolphin. Take the second one here. All right, there we are. Appreciate the services, man. See ya.
You're welcome. Thank you for flying. Hope to see you sometime again. Maybe we'll fly as well at some point.
Maybe. All right, disconnect from VATSIM. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we have it. Now we are going to go ahead and move into the replay mode. As we do. Yeah, Dolphin Island's in Alabama. Replay mode. been watching the live as well during the time. Oh, I appreciate it, Mason. I appreciate it. When's next stream? You know, that's a great question. Maybe Saturday? Let's see. If I hit 12,000 subscribers, I'm going to have to do the 12,000 subscriber stream, which is a long haul.
1,000.
So I'll have to see about that. We'll have to see. Oh no. Oh no. I already know what I'm flying for. I already got all of them lined up. Lots of giveaways too. I think I got 5 lined up for giveaways. Hardware and
500.
software. Oh, that was nice. That's a real landing right there. Alrighty, guys. That is going to wrap it up for this stream. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. Don't forget the like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll be live again shortly, soon. Make sure you go to Discord as well. I announce when I go live there as well. I appreciate it. Thanks again. And I'll see you all next time. Up in the sky.